Like my mom always says, pet your cat at him, baby, pet your cat at him.
That's your moneymaker?
That's my money maker. As long as she don't catch a cold, as long as she stay right, she's protected, everything in my life is all right. She makes me money. So pet your cat at him.
All right, Diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Diamond, where'd you grow up? Where are you from?
My name is Big Diamond.
You're Big Diamond.
Too many diamonds.
There's a lot of diamonds, yes.
I grew up in Meridian, Mississippi.
Tell me about your family growing up.
Big family. Square family, hardworking. I'm like the black sheep of my family.
You're the black sheep.
Yeah, I'm the bad one. The only one that's been to prison, the only one that has been in and out of jail, the only one that does drugs, the only one that prostitutes, the only one that actually just fucks up, period. That's me. I'm 40 years old. I started doing my life, well, living my life in a bad way when I was about 14. I was a stripper at
Really?
14.
At 14?
Yeah.
In Mississippi?
Yeah. They thought I was 18. I looked the part. So I was good. I was lucky on that part. But I was stripping for a little while. I stopped after they found out I was only 14. This girl that liked me, she kind of fucked up and got me in trouble with that. Because her dude asked her a question and she accidentally told him in front of somebody else and they told on me and they got me fired. And basically from there, I went to working the streets in Mississippi, and it's so different from out here. The two lives are so different.
How is it different in Mississippi than
In Mississippi,
Figueroa Street?
you can work in regular clothes as long as you're standing there on the track. Out there, they know you prostituting. The police don't fuck with you, and it's like you don't have motherfuckers just riding around looking, doing, jacking off to you and all that stuff. If they want to date you, they're gonna come up and they gonna date you. It's not a bunch of bullshit like out here. Out here, it's like you got motherfuckers riding past you. Well, how much? Well, I'll be back. Or they just sit there and jack off. I'm like, what the fuck? It's totally different, but it's faster. It's a faster life out here, way faster, and more dangerous. Back home, it wasn't so dangerous. It was like, okay, country niggas, yeah, let's go do our thing. We're done. These motherfuckers, they want to kidnap you, rape you, beat you, just dog you.
Not all of them.
Not all, trust me, because I've met some good ones.
Have you?
Boy.
Tell me about the good ones.
I still have one now to this day, and I've been knowing him for 10 years now. And he picked me up, took me to his house. I dated him, and I've never gotten rid of him since. And I mean, he was the perfect gentleman. He treated me like as if I was his woman instead of a prostitute. And every time I see him, even if I don't date him or do anything with him, he still gives me money.
How much money?
With him, it was $400 to date him. I told him $400, and we did our thing. But now it's like when I call him, if I need him for anything, he'll come, and whatever I ask him for, he'll give it to me. A couple of months ago, I needed $600. I called him. I was scared to call him because it's like I just got through calling him a couple of days ago, but I really needed him, and I'm like, can you come bring me $600? I need it. I told him what it's for, and he was like, okay, cool. And I'm like, okay, cool. This motherfucker's just okay with everything I want. But it's like, whatever I want, he gives it to me.
It's nice that you guys have an arrangement.
Yeah. But it's not like, oh, we'll put this on my pussy bill. You know what I'm saying? It's
No,
not
he's
like
just
that.
giving you money because he likes you.
Yeah.
You need some help and he helps you out.
Yeah. And then,
But he understands what you do.
yeah, he does.
He doesn't ask you about it?
No. He doesn't. He knows what life I'm in. He knows what I do, out there. All he says is, be protected, when I call you, just be available for me. Cool. Not a problem.
He never gets jealous?
Yeah, he has once. He really did once because I put another client before him, And he's like, I'll give you anything. I'll give you anything. Just, you know, tell him to go away. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? It was another one of my regular clients. And I'm not going to, you know, choose client for client. If you're here first, I'm going to deal with you first. If you're not, so be it. But I'm not going to put one before the other one. He didn't understand that. He was like, well, I'll pay you more money this time if you just go and tell him to go. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I don't care about you paying me more money. That's not the point. I treat my clients with respect, the ones that are my regulars. But, like, just a fly-by nigga that I just jumped in the car with, it's like, whatever. You know, I'm going to respect you to a certain extent. I'm going to treat you the way you're supposed to be treated, but you're going to respect me and my boundaries and treat me the way I want to be treated, too. I don't get out there with the shenanigans and the bullshit. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. I deal just like that. I don't want to be treated no different from your sister, your mother, your grandmother, you know what I'm saying, as far as my respect goes, regardless to what I do. But,
Is this the only kind of work you've ever done?
no. I've had 3 jobs.
You have?
3 regular jobs. I worked at Cracker Barrel in Mississippi, and I worked at, what's the name of it? Wendy's and Shoney's. So I worked at little food restaurants.
Tell me about the difference between these 2 different lifestyles.
A 9 to 5, I don't like listening to people and being told what to do and when to do it or how to do it. I don't like that. I don't like nobody over me, authority over me, period. I never have liked it. And working a 9 to 5, I have to listen to my manager tell me when to come, when to go, what to do, what time, this, that, and that. Don't do that to me. And then I have to interact with people, and the way they work, the customer is always right. That's not the case with me. Fuck, a customer is always right. In this game, I'm right.
You're your own boss.
Right. So whatever I say goes.
Even if you have a pimp.
I've had a pimp once.
You had one pimp?
I've had one pimp, and quite clearly, I will never in my life do that again. I don't see myself giving no nigga my money. I can't do that. That fucked me up. This man acted like he wanted to be my man at first. Like, we were boyfriend and girlfriend. And then it's like he said he didn't have no girl, all that. Okay, cool. I can deal with you. All of a sudden, this motherfucker come with 3 other bitches. And I'm like, whoa. Then he says, these are my hoes. I'm like, huh? And then I go along with the program for a little while. And I'm like, fuck this shit. Bitch, this nigga take all of the money. At the end of the day, I got to go through him to get what I want. I couldn't do that. I was cool with that shit. Then he whooping on their asses and shit. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I'm new here, so quite clearly, I ain't got an ass whooping yet. But quite clearly, if you whooping their ass, you gonna try to whoop mine sooner or later. I'm out of here. I ran off and left. And I never looked back on that shit.
You've been independent ever since?
Ever since. I swear for God. And there's no way on God's green earth I will ever get a pimp again.
So you keep all your money?
I keep all my own
motherfucking money. Are you saving money?
Yeah. I just bought 2 cars.
You just bought 2 cars?
Mm-hmm.
Good for you.
I do something with myself besides my drugs. Yes, I use drugs.
You do?
Yeah, crack cocaine. I started off snorting powder, and then I moved to crack cocaine. But I'd rather do it the way I'm doing it and survive than to do it the way some nigga telling me to do it and be wanting what I want still.
I've talked to so many girls who have said, they'll make $1,000 a night, but they're broke every night.
Yeah, and that's fucking true though.
What are they spending it on?
Drugs, daily life, like, a roof over your head, clothes on your back, food on your table. If you got family and kids, you still got to deal with that.
Wigs, nails, shoes.
Exactly. Wigs, nails, shoes, all that. It all comes into play.
Casitas?
No, I don't fuck with that.
But some do.
Yeah, but...
The gambling?
No, I do scratchers.
That's still gambling.
That's my habit, gambling. Scratchers is my habit.
The streets are littered with scratched lottery tickets.
Yeah, basically. But the difference with out here also is, it's like, you never know which street you're gonna turn on and get robbed. They ain't rob us back home. I done been robbed several times.
Have you?
Yeah. That shit is crazy. For a motherfucker to jump out the car, talk to you for a second, whatever, try to date you, get you in the car, and then take you around the corner and rob you. And have been watching you the whole time. A nigga did that to me. He told me that he had been watching me. He know I got money, but he couldn't find it on me. He never could find it on me. He patted me down, made me take my clothes off, stripped butt naked, take my shoes off, shake my shoes, everything, wig, everything off. And he still couldn't find my money. Tore the lining out my purse, all that. No money. He went to the point so far as to want to stick his hand up in my side, my vagina and my butt to see if I hid my money in here. But he still didn't get it at the end of the day. So he basically, he got nothing at the end of the day. But just the point that you was trying to rob me was so crazy. And I see a lot of girls out here that it happens more than once and more often than some others. I'm like, hell no. You try to rob me again, boy, you're going to get a rude awakening. I got something for their ass now. But I'm 40 years old. I'm out here. I'm still out here on the street. I had stopped smoking for a while, for a long time. Not too long ago, a dude of mine passed away, and I stopped smoking. I just started back. Yeah, I relapsed. And I was doing good. I was doing good. I was doing real good. I don't know what made me relapse, though. So
you would go out and work,
yeah.
Sober?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I stopped that for a little while, too. I did stop prostituting for just a second, just so I could get my head clear about my dude, And then, like, I think 3 months after that, I met this young man, and because I was sitting out on the bench, I work on 111th and Pig, so I was sitting out on the bus bench, and I was crying, and he pulled over, and he's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay," and he said, "Come on." I got in the car with him. He took me to Starbucks. We went to Starbucks. He was like, "You want something from here?" I'm like, "I don't know nothing about no Starbucks, nigga. This is the first time I've been to Starbucks." But he made it so funny, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Well, I'll order something for you." And he got me a mango dragon fruit. Bomb. That shit is bomb. And he talked to me, and I told him everything that was going on, what happened and everything. And he was cool. He's a square. He's a straight square. He works a 9 to 5, which me and him were on totally different pages when it comes to that, because he asked me about that too. He asked me, "Well, why you don't work just a regular job?" I had to break that down to him. I don't do that. And
sometimes opposites attract.
Yeah, pretty much. He has a good job. He's been working his job for over 20-something years, since he was 16, and I'm like flabbergasted over that. Nigga, you been working since 16, and I don't even want to work. The fuck?
You working?
Yeah, on my own time, not on somebody else.
Yeah, but you work hard.
Shit. And
what hours are you working?
I do this is just on certain days though. So on the weekends, I go from 12 to 12.
Midnight to noon?
Uh-huh. No, from noon to midnight.
Oh, noon to midnight.
Uh-huh. And then
a lot of girls work midnight to noon.
Yeah, no, I do it opposite because everybody's out at that time. I don't want to be out when everybody else is out.
A lot of girls will work like midnight.
I don't want to be out there when the hoes is out there, when all the rest of the hoes is out there. I don't like.
So you're working off hours.
Right. So I work the opposite of everybody else. So when they out there, I'm still inside, dealing with my phone, off my phone. So when they out there, I go in. When they go in, I come out. It's not fun being out there with all of them, because one, they start distracting you with the bullshit, and then
there's women out there 24 hours a day.
Their pimps are riding around recruiting. It's like, damn, nigga, get out the way. But when they see renegades out there, it's like, yeah, they own us. I don't like that. I don't like being out there like that. That's frustrating to me. So I work on off hours.
How does this kind of work affect you, like emotionally?
I have to be high to do it.
You do have to be high.
I have to be high.
That's what I was getting at
I
earlier.
have not been able to fuck a man sober since I started this shit.
What about your dude?
I can fuck him sober.
Yeah.
I can't fuck my man sober.
Somebody you care about, you can do.
Right. Because I love him. That's my heart.
But somebody who's
But
just
a strange motherfucker, I don't give a fuck how much of a rapport we get together, how much of my regular you are. I cannot fuck you without being high. It's just not gonna happen. If I don't have a high, you don't have no pussy. No head, no ass, nothing. You probably won't even get a conversation. That's how it is with me. And I mean, people say that's not cool. Being sober, fucking a motherfucker I don't love is not cool either. Fucking a period is not cool, but still, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do what I have to do. And it's like transitioning. I'm now trying to stop everything and just get into this relationship, but it's like, if you can't take care of me the way I take care of me with what I'm doing, then quite clearly, I can't stop doing it until you're able to financially take care of both of us.
You need a guy who can accept what you're doing.
I mean, he accepts it. All the men that I've been with have accepted it. It's not like they can't accept it. You don't have no choice because you can't take care of me.
Could a guy come into your life and take care of you financially to the extent?
If he can do that, I'll stop hoeing.
Can you stop though?
Yeah.
You could be cool with that lifestyle, the square life?
Yes. I lived the square life for a minute. I really did.
Somebody could square you up.
Yeah, my first husband did. He met me as a hoe. He married me. He got me straight. I stopped hoeing, but I didn't stop using drugs though. But I stopped hoeing. And he was cool with that, you know what I'm saying? But he passed away. He died. I was out visiting my mother out here in California. That's how I got stuck out here in California, because my husband passed away when I was visiting my mom. And I never went back home. That's how I got stuck out here.
How did he pass away?
He drank himself to death. He drank every day, Heavenly Hill every day. Big ass gallon, do drugs every fucking day. I mean, when he wake up in the morning, he had a drink. When he go to bed, he had a drink. And he was like, don't try to change me. I won't try to change you. Only thing I really want you to change is just stop hoeing. We got married, I stopped. He didn't try to stop me from using my drugs, none of that. I didn't stop him from drinking. Although he had surgery and all that shit. Then, when he passed away, I just didn't go back home. I've been out here 19 years. Well, a little bit over 19 years now. And it's like, I've gone through a lot in a little bit of time. And it's like amazing how fast shit goes here. I've been through way more stuff now and learned a whole lot more stuff now than I did back home because it's so slow. It's not as fast paced. And everybody back home know everybody. So you know what a person's doing. It's not a secret.
A lot of girls tell me they're addicted to this life. The fast money. And
a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. A little bit, yeah.
Should prostitution be legalized?
Yeah, it should. It really should. Because of the simple fact that a lot of men, they need this. They need women like us.
To keep them going off the rails, from doing
Besides
crazy.
that, because at home, if they're not getting it at home, that's when they come out here to us. You understand what I'm saying? What you're not getting at home, you getting from out here in the streets. And then some men...
Because these guys will do something crazy.
Right. I mean, and then some men, they just actually love hoes better than they like a straight bitch. Because straight women they too tight. They don't want to give up no booty. They don't want to give up the pussy. They don't want to suck a dick. I mean, come on now. I mean, it's nothing wrong with what you do. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. And I see
do you think,
this.
Are we meant to be monogamous?
Sometimes. I don't feel like I'm being in a monogamous relationship is in the cards for me. I really don't. I don't see that. Because at the end of the day, even the nigga that I'm with is gonna find somebody else to fuck with too. So it's like, whatever. But no, I don't think we should. Because everybody's fucking everybody anyway.
They're just not talking about it.
Exactly. Or they hiding it. I'm not in the closet with it. I'm out in the open. You know what I'm saying? If I'm married That's a different story. I don't disrespect those terms. Marriage, I don't disrespect. I honor that to the fullest extent. Till death do us part. I really honor that. But just a boyfriend, girlfriend, nigga, fuck you. You go fuck who you want to, I'm gonna go fuck who I want to regardless, because we're gonna do it anyway. But as far as being in a marriage, I really respect that. Now, don't get it wrong. If you married and I'm not, and you want to come see me, I will fuck with you. I ain't worried about your wife, because I don't know her. She ain't my people.
When you were a young girl growing up, did you see a loving relationship with your parents?
Yeah, my mom and dad loved each other.
Yeah.
He just was abusive. He used to hit my mom. Yeah. And then that was like towards the ending of their shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? Their life was going out anyway. They divorced and all that. So my dad passed away at a young age, in his 50s. And my mom's still alive. I half-ass don't get along with my mom. I love my mother to death. Don't get me wrong. I love my mother to death. Will kill for my mama. But I do not like my mother. There's a difference. God didn't tell me I had to like her ass, but he did say I do have to love my mother. And I actually do love my mom. Just don't like her or her ways. Just like she don't like me or my ways.
She knows what you're doing.
I talk to her. I don't hide. I've never hid anything from my mother a day in my life. My mama know I prostitute. My mama know I use drugs. She know everything that's going on with me. Not hide. I've hid nothing from her. Hell, I didn't hide it from my kids. I told my kids I use drugs and I prostitute. You know what I'm saying? And I know they didn't want me to tell my kids that, but quite clearly, what I look like hiding it from them. They'll hate me more by hiding it and trying to lie to them than for me to go ahead and tell them the truth about what's going on with me.
Tell me about your kids.
We're young. They're young. My oldest is 19. My youngest is 6 now.
Are you raising them?
I used to. My brother and my mom have my kids right now. And one of them is back home in Mississippi with my cousin. But due to drugs, I've been out of their lives. You know what I'm saying? Well, in and out, and majority of the time out of their lives. I love my kids to death. We'll try to do anything for them. We'll try to do anything for them. Because sometimes I can't do it, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
Are you sending them money or stuff like that?
Used to. Had to stop for a minute. You know, things fell off, other things come up. But I'll get back to doing that. I'll get back to it.
What is the hardest part of this lifestyle?
Having to sleep with a man that I don't give a fuck about. That's the hardest part.
I've heard girls describe them as cockroaches.
No, I don't see it like that. I just see it as fly-by-nights.
They're what?
Fly-by-nights. That's all.
They're helping you get what you want. They're helping you get what you need.
Right. I mean, without them, there would be no hoeing. Without hoeing, there'd be no tricks. So they go hand in hand regardless. So you can't be...
Where's it all stem from? Is it from the... You know, because if there were no tricks, there'd be no girls on the street. But if there were no unhappy marriages, there'd be no tricks.
True. But then sometimes it's not even that. No happy marriages. Because a lot of the tricks that's out there, they ain't even married. And they tricking like a motherfucker. It's just that their self-esteem is fucked up, most of them. Just like the bitches that's out here hoeing. Most of our women out here, self-esteem is fucked up. That's why they hoeing. That's how easy it is to get them out to the hoe. The younger they are, the easier it is to get them to go hoe, because they're impressionable. Then the older that you are out there hoeing, you've been doing it for so long, it's just like, fuck it, it's just another motherfucking day for you. So it is what it is. And as far as the guys are concerned, Most of them have a low self-esteem. They can't get a girlfriend, or they've been hurt by bitches, so they just fuck them now and say, fuck it, I'll pay this bitch, give me some head, some pussy, or whatever, and deal with it like that. That way they don't have to put their feelings into it. But a lot of it is emotional and mental, the reason why it's all out here.
What do you think the most misunderstood thing is about girls that work the street like this?
They think most of us are out here because we're made to come out here. No, it's not that. A lot of us are out here to survive. It's the oldest profession in the fucking world. The very first job there ever was hoeing. Okay? And it's like, to put food on your table, I don't care if it's the straightest bitch you've ever seen, the most squarest bitch. Every woman has had to put her pussy on the line to do something. There's no going around it. You have had to do something for money. Period, point blank. I don't care who you are. You can be motherfucking the holiest motherfucking woman in the world. Bitch, you done gave up that pussy for some money. Whether it was to take care of your kids, whether it was to get your lights turned back on, whether it was to eat, keep your roof over your head, whatever the means, you done did it. Period, point blank. And there's no woman on God's green earth that can say that she hasn't. But for some reason, period. Because I know I have. And I still do, to survive. I have to. It's just the way of life, period. Either like it, respect it, or get it the fuck on away from it, period, point blank. And for all y'all that don't like hoes out there, so what? We don't like you either. Shit. Don't judge us. We still human at the end of the day. We just get paid.
Do you have any regrets in your life?
Huh?
Do you have any regrets in your life?
Do I have any regrets?
Yeah.
Using crack cocaine. That's the only regret I have.
If you weren't smoking crack, would you be working the streets?
Hell no.
You wouldn't.
No.
So the drug addiction,
pushed me towards it.
It drives you.
Yeah, it does. It's the only thing that allows me to go and do it. The drugs is what allows me to do it. Because sober, you can't date me. You can't get me to date nobody sober.
Is that right?
I don't care who it is. It could be $1 million man. You cannot get me to date him. Not if I'm sober. I don't do no dating sober. Period. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If I'm sober, you will not get none. There ain't no amount of money that can get me to do it, nothing sober. So that's how I know if I ever quit doing drugs, I quit hoeing.
What would get you to quit smoking crack?
What?
What would get you to quit? What would it
Myself.
take?
Me and God, that's it. I've tried a few times. I have tried a few times because I wanted to. Then a couple of times I did it because a nigga wanted me to. Then I did it because my family wanted me to. But it hasn't gotten to that point yet where I'm done playing around with
When you're ready, you'll be ready.
Yeah. In due time. Trust me, it's getting to that time that I want to be done. This year, it came in on a good note. I came in on the whole track this year, sitting on the track with my mother-in-law. I brought the New Year's in, sitting on the track with my mother-in-law. So I already knew that right there, bringing in the new year right there, just let me know I'm going out this new year off the track.
You're going to quit this year?
Yeah.
What would you say is the most important thing you've learned in your life?
How to protect myself and keep safe.
You have to out there, right?
How to run.
Listen to your instincts?
Yeah, my gut feeling. Yeah. But I've always had good instincts. I really haven't put myself in a position of not being in tune with people. So it's like I've always really been able to judge people's character.
You've been doing sex work since you were 14. What have you learned about men?
They're all assholes. All men are assholes. I don't give a fuck if you're the sweetest man on earth, you're still an asshole. He's still an asshole. But I learned one thing: all guys are not the same. They ain't all roaches. So majority of you are, but not all of you. Yeah, it's all right though. I've gotten old enough to know the difference between bullshit and bullshit. Because a lot of men come with the OG bullshit and just want to fuck you and don't want to pay you, so they just act like they want to be your friend, they want to be this. But from 14 to now, I weeded out through all that shit because I've been through all the bullshit and probably have some to come, but I've been through all the man and female bullshit that I could stand or want to ever be in my life. So I grew up. I finally grew up this year. The beginning of this year, I finally grew up. I learned a few things. And it's over for me. It's over for me. I'm good. I can stop shaking every time a person says job. I don't get so nervous no more. But yeah, I put in a couple of applications.
You did?
Yeah.
Good for you.
One, oh my God, I forgot they're gonna see this.
This will be your exit.
Yeah,
maybe.
basically. I put one in for Walmart. I put one in for Smart Final, and I got 2 in at cleaning companies. So hopefully one of them will look at my application and say, yeah, we'll hire her, even with the little bit of experience that she has.
You put away your heels.
Yeah, they'll go on the shelf. They're not gonna be put away forever, but they'll go on the shelf because I may need them one day. Hey, money get funny out here, shit. Never know, I might be stuck, light and got cut off. Oh shit, here we go. Let me go ask everybody in the world first, can they loan me the money? And let everybody tell me no. As soon as they tell me no, that's it. Take them bitches off the shelf and put them on, let's go. It's time to go get paid.
All right, Diamond, thank you so much for talking with me.
No problem.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I wish you good luck this year.
Hopefully. I hope I make it.
Yeah, I do too.
I hope I just stop. But if I don't, you'll see me back.
All right, Diamond. Thank you.